there's only one undefeated team left. You want to guess who? That's right, it's me, Commissioner Romocop, the last undefeated team in the league, which is probably not good because I'm probably going to get bad luck from that. It won't be a matter of time before that changes. Thank you, dog. That is squeaking a toy. I'm pretty sure of it because, you know, everybody's getting beat. But we'll see how that goes. Good little victory lap for me. I'll take it. Tough win. It's always tough playing Dusk Till Dawn. He got banged up a little bit, which is unfortunate, but you know, like normal, pretty tough in the early stages, which isn't surprising at all. One of my least favorite weeks to play, as I mentioned before. One of my favorite weeks to get rid and done with for now, until the next time we play. But let's take a look at the standings real quick. Alright, as you can see, the standings are looking interesting. Looking at the bottom first, standings brought to you by Dr. Pepper for no reason at all. The Western Conference looking very strong still. The only conference without a team with a losing record, which, you know, there's only 2 conferences, so it's not super easy to do, I guess. But highlighted by Commissioner Romocop at 3-0. That's going to end eventually. I don't see that going in a bow-like long streak, which I'm sure everybody doesn't want to see at all. But I don't think that the way the games are going, anybody can be had on any week. But I'm going to enjoy it for now, clearly. The rest of the Western Conference is 2-1, which is fun. It's fun to see that all the way down, and that means that the West is definitely wide open from top to bottom, because, you know, everybody is either 3-0 or 2-1. A few weeks can shake that up easily. I'm not banking on anything, and I would not be surprised to see any of those 5 teams at the top of said Western Conference at the end of the regular season. But I'm just here to have fun, and that's what I'm doing, especially being 3-0. Who's counting? It's gonna really jinx me. I'm glad for it. It's not easy to do. Gotten a little lucky, but we're playing strong. We're liking it. Let's take a look at the East. The East is a little more beat up. We got 2 0-3s over there. Andrea and Team Greenwood Mark at the 0-3, looking to join the club of teams with wins. At the top of that division is Tasha with 2-1 record. Strong start for her. And then following that up is our newbie Pablo and the Scranton Stranglers, both with a 1-2 record. So the East is still shaking out. There's lots of things that can still happen there too. Had to shut that off in case something happened and I missed that file, because that's probably what was going to happen there. But anyways, it's looking fun. The opening part of the season is fun. It's shaking out. Anybody is still in it. You know, if you're at 0-3, you're a little further down the mountain there than the rest of us, but you're certainly not out of it yet. This guy, stupid ass Kevin the Snake is here, and he will probably be the one determining what teams win what, with all these injuries that are happening every single game and every single week in the league. Mike Williams was lost for the year on another ACL injury in the league, which is happening way too much, way too often. Deebo Samuel not out for the year, but yeah, he had an injury. And Derek Carr from the Saints now, which is weird, but Derek Carr also sustained an injury. I'm not going through every single other minor one. Those are just ones that I looked at real fast. Kind of don't like reporting them. I would rather everybody stayed healthy and we played the year out all perfectly, you know, strength in tune for every team. But as we know in the NFL, that's not the case, and we'll deal with it. Hopefully it calms down though after these first few weeks. Maybe things can balance out and stay calm, hopefully. I had another scare there too. Justin Jefferson went down slightly with cramps. Tired of these cramps, but cramps are better than things being worse. And then watched TJ Hawkinson get blasted and go out for a few plays in that Vikings-Chargers game on Sunday. Speaking of wild games, our friend is back. Nomad, the wild hog from Tulsa, wandering the streets of Tulsa, getting into trouble. At least that's where we found him. I mentioned that last time. He shows up in our wild game of the week, which ended up being the Scranton Stranglers and Parentis Meow Meow, ending within 1 point after Evan McPherson kicked his last field goal. That brought the score up to 140 to 139 something. Should have had that in front of me, but it was really close and kind of fun, not for Andrea of course, but kind of fun to see games get down to the last second like that, because one more catch, a few more yards, a random touchdown, a drop, couple of passes here and there, a fumble, that makes a difference. You know, it's a game of inches, or so they say. But in this game, clearly it's going to keep doing wild stuff that we're going to be seeing every week. And if not, we won't see our friend Nomad. But he's back, and that definitely was pretty wild ending there, you know, when nothing else really was going on. I tried to get them to convince me not to buy Nomad when we were up in Tulsa, how many ever months ago that was. Mr. Nomad, the Vagabond. Metallica song reference there. But I did not want to say no. I almost put it back a couple times. I thought it would be useful. Really didn't know what I was going to do with it, and it's worked out. I like it for wild matchups. Kind of wish it wouldn't be every week, but I'm not going to lose where they're at, so I should be able to find them, which is good. It's still a little too hot out here, but this is still fun. Kind of weird for late in the month, but whatever. Did you hear that Taylor Swift? No, I'm not doing that. Nobody wants any more Taylor Swift content. No. Did you hear the Dallas Cowboys lost to the Arizona Cardinals somehow, to Josh freaking Dobbs? I don't know if I want to go into that either. But, you know, using that as a reference point, anything can happen in the NFL. Anything can happen in the league. I don't think anybody's going winless for the season, and I don't think anybody's going undefeated for the season. And we're really close to ending one of those at least. Is I just don't think it's gonna hold on, but if it does, whatever. But I think there's too many good teams, too many good players, and too much chance for stuff to go wrong. And looking at the schedule here, the two 0-3s play each other this week, which is fun. I guess I wrote a really random schedule that's working out, which been known to do that before. But one of those 0-3s will be guaranteed to join the win column there. So that's good. I mean, eventually we'll get them all to everybody having wins. But we'll see about the losses. Not sure if this thing is glitching after freezing. We'll see when I go to edit this thing, but hopefully not. I'm trying my best out here with this thing. I'm also trying my best to jinx myself and my team, clearly, but that is what it is. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's take the time now to turn it to a special correspondent of the show and see some of his thoughts on the NFL season so far and life. Take it away.
It's your boy, Jail Sniper Jr. And I'm back, baby. I like pussy. Pussycats. They're soft and they're furry. And I love them. Do you like pussycats? Let me tell you, the NFL is going soft. They're going soft. Back in my day, no one got hurt. You know why? Dan Marino wouldn't allow it. That's right. Danny Marino would not allow anybody to be hurt. They're doing it all wrong. They gotta keep it simple, sexy. Kiss. And that's how I like it. I like to kiss pussycats too. They're soft and sweet. Jail Sniper Jr.
Alright, thanks. That's a pretty weird dude. Interesting report. But let's move on. The game of the week this week is going to be a battle at the top of the Eastern Conference with Tasha's Cali Zacatash team facing off against Kami's Scranton Stranglers. This is two teams at, near the top of the Eastern Conference fighting to push to stay at the top of the Eastern Conference versus fighting to pull themselves up to the top. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to go with the Eastern Conference for the game of the week this week and throw them a little something to have. I mean, it'll be a good game. It's got to be better than the real life Chicago Bears and Denver Broncos game that will be on this weekend. Not sure what's going to happen in that game based on how both of those teams have played. Not going to go into all that, but probably not going to be good. But it is what it is. I'm going to do the points just for fun, probably because I'm still leading the league in points with 473.76, which is fun. No funny number correlation there. But a lot of teams are close. Tasha's team has 455. Well, we have a lot of teams in the 400s, which is mostly the Western Conference. Rust City Phantoms is 428. Dust Till Dawn 417, and the Stormtrooper Academy Mike Jones 406 amongst others, and landing on Mike Jones. How unfortunate it is, and I'm not trying to pick on you, to have a 45-point running back and take the L. Very crazy how these numbers work out, and to compound the fact that on the bench there was another 50-point running back, his teammate from the Miami Dolphins. The only time in history that's ever happened, and there's no way in hell you would have started Devin A-Chain and Mostert knowing whatever anybody knew going into that week. I'm not picking on you or anybody in that situation. I wouldn't have started A-Chain at all myself. You know, nobody in the world saw that coming, and if they did, it was an accident. I mean, it's just straight up like that. You don't see ever, honestly, two running backs on the same team go to total 100 points in the same fantasy football game. But that would have been fun to have. I'm sure you agree, because who the hell wouldn't want 100 sitting in your running back spots on top of everything else. But that's how it is. I'm drinking way too much of this, having fun. I don't even care if the video is sloppy or not. I don't think it is. It's good enough. But yes, that sucks for Mike really bad in general, because most of the time, and I don't have any stats on this, most of the time if a team is hitting on a 45 plus player, they probably win the week. It helps if your other players decide to pull their heads out of their ass and play along too with the rest of your team. But that was crazy. An NFL team putting up 70 these days. I've seen it before. It's been a while. I think that was a playoff game. I don't know. Didn't do any research on that. Pretty sure it involved the Jaguars or something dumb. I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up. Maybe I won't. But it's kind of funny how that goes. I wouldn't count on that every week. If they do that every week, I mean, we can just hand it over to Mike right now. But that's why we play the games, and that's what we do. And we're going to keep doing it, starting here in week 4. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll see how these games shake out. I hope everybody's team stays healthy at least. And we'll check it out next time. Peace.
They're not doing it right. You gotta keep it simple, sexy, kiss. That's what I go by, kiss. Happy birthday, Bo Cannon. It's your boy, Yale Sniper Jr.